29 Morning News starts now. We've got you covered.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
Day 2 of Russia's war on Ukraine. Russia with a stronghold on the capital city, Kyiv. The country has unleashed an air and ground assault on Ukraine. There's concern the capital could fall within days. President Biden all but stopping short of sanctioning Vladimir Putin directly during his address to the nation. But he is leveling economic sanctions designed to freeze more than $1 trillion in Russian assets and limit technology exports to the country. The outskirts of Kyiv in ruins. Russian forces there making their way through. The damage, though, could just barely touch the surface. More than 100 people have died in the attacks. Many more are hurt. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera has the latest from Washington.
Several blasts heard echoing across Kyiv Friday morning. Devastating videos coming out of a building on the verge of collapsing after reports say Ukrainian forces downed an enemy aircraft. The Kremlin army has already advanced within 20 miles of Kyiv, forcing residents to find refuge.
I'm here because I think that it is one of the only places right now where you can hide in Kyiv. All of the other places are terrifying.
While many continue to try to make their great escape, others look for safe haven underground in places like Kyiv's metro stations.
In the morning, there was total panic, hysteria, tears, fear for your relatives, for your loved ones, for friends. And it wasn't clear what to do, where to run, or how to behave.
The shocking invasion angering many around the world.
I'm Ukrainian. I'm worried about my homeland and my relatives in Ukraine. But the world must know that our people are not afraid of Russian aggression.
Protests erupting internationally in support of Ukraine, with rallies taking over streets in Bulgaria, Georgia, France, and the U.S. President Joe Biden announced the U.S. will deploy an additional 7,000 troops to Germany to support Ukraine.
For Ukrainian Americans who live in South Florida, they are, of course, very upset by what's unfolding. And worse, trying to connect with their loved ones overseas is getting tougher.
We have internet connection, so speak, but people very scary and very upset, and they don't know what to do.
We met the two women who you heard from who live in South Florida. They are from one of the cities under siege. They know that troops are on the ground there. They say that is just horrifying. A South Florida organization is sending supplies to Ukrainians who have fled their home. Volunteers at Global Empower Mission in Doral are packing up what they can to ship overseas. Toiletries, blankets, tents, all going to Poland, which borders Ukraine.
Just 10%. Right? And it's 4 million people. Imagine 4 million people that just showed up in Miami. And then imagine where I'm going in Poland. It's a small little city, you know, with a very small population. How are they going to handle that?
If you'd like to help out, we do have a link on our website, WFLX.com. The Russian attacks against Ukraine, they have ignited protest across the U.S. from the White House and coast to coast. Demonstrators, they are showing support for Ukraine and its people. 8:03, as you get going on this Friday, we know a lot of you are kind of curious to see what the weekend will bring. I heard a little something about a cold front, although I mean, we're in South Florida, so it's all relative. I don't know. I just took a peek at those temperatures. Nothing cold about that at all.
Definitely not. I mean, we're talking some warm temperatures out there, highs in the 80s today and through the weekend forecast. Yes, we do have a cool front on the way, but it's not really going to cool us down. That will sweep through as we head into early next week. It will drop temperatures only slightly by next Tuesday. And the other thing it's going to do is bring in a little bit more moisture. So rain chances going up just a little bit as we head into Monday and Tuesday. In the meantime, if you love that beautiful South Florida sunshine, well, you're in luck. Nice sunny conditions as you start off the day in the Jensen Beach area. In Okeechobee, nothing but sunshine out there. It is just going to be a nice, warm and dry day out there with rain chances staying very low. The atmosphere is dry out there. So as we take a look at those temperatures, 75 West Palm Beach, low 70s in the Boca area, 70 this morning out in Wellington. And look at those nice cool temperatures still in Port St. Lucie in the mid 60s, 72 out in Fort Pierce. Those winds, they're nice and light. Winds will be a little bit breezy throughout the afternoon towards the coastline, and that is about it. So nice quiet conditions continue for your Friday forecast. Highs today reaching the low 80s down to the low 70s later this evening.
Alrighty, let's go to the road and watch the morning commute. So probably the last time we're going to focus on this crash. This is the Turnpike, been slowing things down for maybe about 45 minutes now, heading northbound West Palm Beach right after the Okie exit. This morning, one person is dead, several others hurt after a car crashed into an outdoor dining area in Miami Beach. Very scary situation. Can you imagine if you were just sitting there eating dinner? That's what happened, as investigators say a woman tried to parallel park outside the restaurant, but hit the gas and launched into the sidewalk cafe. 7 people went to the hospital. It's not clear right now if the driver will face charges. Today, Florida Atlantic University will release a monthly inflation report forecasting what could be in store for the next couple of years. Fox 29's Brianna Nesbra spoke with a professor there, and Brianna, regular supply chain shortages spikes now it seems like are going to be complicated by Russia's war.
Exactly. With the invasion of Ukraine, we could be dealing with high inflation for longer than expected. FAU saying this will continue to cause a supply constraint, and we should expect gas prices to go up. They also say this will change the course of monetary policy as well.
It seems very likely that today's inflation numbers are going to be at or above where they were a month ago. And they were high a month ago. So inflation is likely going to be high and remain high for some time. I would be very surprised if today's numbers don't reveal that.
And Luther also says the Fed should stay the course, or if not, tighten up on its government spending so prices do not continue to surge, especially amidst the current climate across the globe. Back to you.
All right, it's one of the busiest weeks for restaurants along PGA Boulevard. Wrestling with business brought in by the Honda Classic. A lot of them counting on those crowds, especially after a rough 2 years. Fox 29's Chris Gilmore found one restaurant, though, not that we're measuring here, but might need a boost more than others out there.
Yeah, Holly, they're certainly looking forward to it. And I can tell you the people out here, they are hungry and ready to invest those dollars into those restaurants. It's really a welcome start for people like Rocco Mangel. He's the co-owner of Rocco's Tacos. And last year, his restaurant was closed during the tournament because of a kitchen fire. He and his staff are now ready for those fans to return.
I think that they're real excited. I'm excited. I'm up here talking to you guys. I know all the golf fans are excited. It should be a great week.
Miguel says things are rebounding as more and more people eat out. He also says the challenge of hiring staff, it's getting better, but employees from other Rocco's Tacos locations, they'll help and be brought in with the large crowds. Now another Honda Classic story that we look forward to sharing with you. Active duty military reservists and retired military, they can get into the Honda Classic for free, and many of them are cheering for one golfer in particular. We're talking about Kyle Westmoreland. He's getting a later start on his quest to make the tour full-time because he served in the Air Force after school. Now, as he seeks his first win, he knows just the chance to play is really a dream come true.
Shoot, I mean, I get to chase a golf ball around every day. You know, it's as good as it gets. Some days go like you want, some days don't go as planned. But you know, you just like the military, you put one foot in front of the other, and keep moving forward.
Look at that outlook. We certainly appreciate his service. Westmoreland, he received an exemption to play in the Honda, and right now he is 4 over and will need a great round today to make it into the weekend. As we get closer to the weekend, we're getting that Friday feeling about us. Looking into the forecast, we're hoping that the weather shapes up. It should be a great weekend out here at PGA National, though, James.
Oh man, it is one of the better ones. We were just saying that you're going to need these. The sunglasses, the sun just came out through the clouds. We just have a few clouds out there right now, but really sunglasses are key this weekend. Some sunblock to put on your face and your arms, and definitely hydrate a lot too. We have more players coming down the fairway right now that just teed off. This is maybe 4 or 5 of them now that we've seen. I can't see the sign on who it is, but beautiful play. No interruption for the players weather-wise here. We expect absolutely gorgeous weather. Let me show you in the weather pilot here what we have going on. And high temperatures in the low 80s, similar to yesterday. Low 80s both for Friday and Saturday. The wind, not a big issue. So nobody can blame that wicked slice on the wind. Just it picks up in the afternoon with the sea breeze, like 10 to 15, but nothing real gusty. We've certainly had Hondas in the past where that wind got up to 25, 30 mile an hour, constant winds out there after cold frontal passages. But this one, no cold fronts. In fact, we're just going to warm up on Sunday. That's our slight chance of rain on Sunday as the front gets close to us, but now it doesn't look like that thing's going to push all the way through. So it looks like we stay in the warm air mass here for the next couple of days.
On the floor. All right, well, hey, we're having some behind-the-scenes conversations here. Let's get to this. The greatest event in St. Lucie County, it returns to the fairgrounds today. For 10 straight days, you can enjoy family fun at the St. Lucie County Fair. It kicks off this evening, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. This year's theme, Boots, Jeans, and Midway Dreams. It celebrates the county's local agriculture. The fair runs until next Sunday. I love that theme. It has a nice ring to it. I know. Coming up next, a power struggle to determine the best of the best. We'll tell you where in our area utility crews will compete in their own version of the Olympics. Plus, a reporter gets caught by surprise on the job. The parent pop-up going viral. I've got a funny story about that. His face says it all. His face says it all.